My name's Ethan, and I'm 29 now. 2 years back, my world turned to ash, literally. My rental house caught fire, and instead of helping, my family showed up to mock me. That night's still stuck in my head, replaying like a bad movie every week. Guess that's what happens when the people who are supposed to care let you down hard. My family's never been warm and fuzzy, more like a pack of wolves always sizing each other up. My dad, Ray, is the worst. Everything's a competition, and he's gotta be the king. My older brother, Travis, is a shadow, always preaching about pulling yourself up and never showing weakness. My sister, Lauren, she's got this fake smile, but she's quick to twist the knife when your back's turned. Mom, Diane, just tries to smooth things over, but her, I told you so, look says plenty. I'd moved out years ago to get away from their constant one-upping. Got myself a small rental house, nothing fancy, just a place to breathe. I kept to myself, paid my bills, didn't ask for a dime. They all figured I'd crash and burn, but I was doing all right, building my own life. Then, one night, everything went wrong. I was up late, probably messing around on my phone, when I smelled smoke. Thought maybe I'd left the stove on, but then the alarm screamed. I grabbed my keys, wallet, phone, no shoes, just ran. Fire trucks came quick, but the house was old, and flames ate half of it before they stopped it. I stood on the sidewalk, watching my life burn, feeling numb, like my brain couldn't catch up. I called Travis, not sure who else to turn to. He said he'd come. For a second, I thought maybe he'd step up. But then the whole crew showed, Travis, Dad, Lauren, her new boyfriend I barely knew, and Mom. They piled out of their cars, and I braced for some kind of support. Instead, Travis pulled out his phone and started recording, laughing like it was a comedy show. Dad stood there, arms crossed, smirking. Lauren, in her fancy boots, said, "Well, guess that's what you get for going solo." She snapped selfies with the burning house like it was a tourist spot. Her boyfriend just watched, awkward. Mom stayed by the car, silent, looking disappointed. I tried to speak, but my voice wouldn't work. I leaned against a streetlight, watching them act like my loss was their entertainment. Travis said, "This is what happens when you ditch the family, man." Dad locked eyes with me and said, "Some folks just draw bad luck, Ethan. You did this to yourself." I stared back and muttered, "Thanks for showing me who you really are." He shrugged, like it was nothing. Lauren kept taking pictures, saying, "This is so you." I told her to stop. She laughed, said, "What, you gonna cry about it?" I stepped toward her, and she yanked her phone away, smacking my hand. I backed off. Neighbors were watching, and I didn't need more drama. Dad started lecturing me about learning my lesson and sticking with family. I said, "Yeah, some family." He scoffed and walked off. Mom came over, handed me a granola bar, and said, "Come home tonight." I told her I'd figure it out. She sighed and left. They were gone in 20 minutes, leaving me with the smell of smoke and a half-burned house. Travis texted me later, a picture of the fire with a laughing emoji. Lauren posted on social media about her wild night, with a vague caption. Mom called once, left a voicemail saying she hoped I was okay. Dad didn't bother. That's my family. If you don't play their game, you're nothing. I was always the outsider, the one who didn't join their schemes or kiss up. Seeing them laugh at my lowest? That hit deep. I swore I'd never let them walk over me again. That's where it starts. Things get wilder from here. So, the fire was 2 years ago, and I'm still picking up the pieces. After that night, I crashed at a buddy's place, dealt with the insurance hassle, and found a new apartment. Thought my family would just let me slip out of their lives, but nope. They had other plans. They didn't call to check on me or offer help. Instead, they started this weird game of poking at me, like they needed to remind me I was the loser in their eyes. I'm Ethan, by the way, 29, and if you've got a family like mine, you'll get why this stuff sticks with you. My dad, Ray, loves being the big shot, always acting like he's got it all figured out. My brother, Travis, is his mini-me, constantly talking about owning your mistakes while making none himself. My sister, Lauren, she's all sweet to your face, but she'll screenshot your texts and send them to everyone. Mom, Diane, just tries to keep the peace, but her silence speaks louder than words. They've always treated me like the odd man out because I didn't jump into their schemes, Dad's endless family projects, Travis's shady side hustles, or Lauren's drama. I wanted my own life, and they hated that. A couple months after the fire, I'm still on my friend's couch, sorting out insurance claims. One morning, my phone lights up with a notification from the family group chat. It's a meme, some cartoon of a house on fire with Ethan's new interior decorator slapped on it. Travis adds a laughing emoji. Lauren reacts with a fire symbol. Dad stays quiet, but Mom sends a praying hands emoji, which is her way of pretending she cares. I don't respond. Part of me wants to block them, but another part's curious, how far will they go? Then Lauren texts me on my birthday. Hope you're not lighting any candles tonight. Real classy. I post a picture of my new apartment online, just a simple shot of the living room. Travis comments, hope you got a fire extinguisher. He deletes it later, but I see it. It's never straight up attacks, always these little jabs they can deny later. I start saving everything, screenshots of their texts, memes, comments. Don't know why at first, but it feels like evidence, like I'm building a case. This isn't new. Growing up, I was the one who said no when Dad wanted me to work for free on his projects, basically his way of showing off to his buddies. I called Travis out when he belittled everyone, acting like he was above us. I told Mom I wasn't playing along with Lauren's games, like when she'd borrow my stuff and never give it back. They called me selfish, said I couldn't take a joke. To them, I was the weak link, someone to dunk on at family dinners. The fire just gave them fresh ammo. About a year later, Lauren's engagement party comes up. She sends me a half-hearted invite via text. Come if you want, just don't start any fires. I don't reply. That night, the group chat's full of pictures, everyone toasting, smiling, like they're the perfect family. Travis posts a poll. Who's most likely to ruin the party? My name's at the top, even though I'm not there. Lauren sends me a video later, panning across the table to an empty seat, saying, look who didn't show. Her boyfriend chimes in, probably scared of the open bar. I block her for a bit. I run into Mom at the grocery store sometimes. She acts like nothing's wrong, asks if I need cash or a place to stay. I say I'm good. She mentions how the family's worried about me, but I just nod and move on. She never brings up the fire, and neither do I. Travis keeps posting in the group chat, bragging about his new truck or his homeowner life. Once, he changes his profile picture to a burning matchstick for a week, then switches it back. I don't comment, but I save it. One day, a coworker asks about the fire, says he heard my family was there taking pictures. I shrug, say it was a mess, and change the subject. Later, Travis texts me, stop lying about us. I tell him to stay out of my business. He says, if you'd stuck with us, maybe your house wouldn't have burned. I send a shrug emoji and leave it at that. He blocks me, then unblocks me a month later like nothing happened. I start being careful about what I say to them. They'll ask for favors, fix their Wi-Fi, set up their streaming apps, reset their passwords, stuff they assume I'll do because I'm good with tech. I used to help, but now I say I'm busy or don't know how. They get mad, start making snide remarks in the group chat. Travis says, some people don't know how to give back. Dad adds, you burn bridges, you live with the smoke. I let them talk. I'm done playing their game, and I'm starting to see how much they rely on me for the little things. That's when I get an idea, nothing solid yet, but it's brewing. They're about to learn what happens when I stop fixing their messes. I'm Ethan, still 29, and it's been about a year and a half since my house burned down. I'm in a new apartment now, got my own rhythm going, but my family's still out there, playing their games. They don't call to see how I'm doing, just to jab at me or ask for favors they think I owe them. The more I pull back, the more I notice how much they lean on me for stuff they can't be bothered to figure out themselves. It's like I'm the invisible glue holding their lives together, and they don't even see it. That's starting to change, though, and I'm getting ideas about how to flip the script. My dad, Ray, is all about control, thinks he's the boss of everyone. My brother, Travis, follows his lead, always acting like he's got life mastered. My sister, Lauren, she's sneaky, smiles while she's stirring up trouble. Mom, Diane, just tries to keep things calm, but she's got a way of making you feel like you're the problem. They've always seen me as the outsider because I didn't play along with their schemes. I didn't help Dad with his projects that were just him showing off, didn't back Travis's shady deals, didn't let Lauren use me as her errand boy. That made me the family punching bag, and the fire just gave them more to swing at. After the engagement party nonsense, things quiet down for a bit, but not for long. One day, I get a text from Travis. Yo, you still got that ladder Dad gave you. Need it for a job. Years ago, Dad dumped a bunch of old tools and stuff on me when I moved out, said he didn't need them. Now Travis wants the ladder for some side gig. I tell him, it's at my place. Come get it. He says he's too busy, asks me to drop it off. I say, not happening. I'm working. He gets annoyed, sends a long text about how I'm always difficult. I don't reply. He calls, leaves a voicemail ranting about me being selfish. I save it to my folder, the one where I keep all their messages, screenshots, everything. Then Lauren starts blowing up my phone about her wedding. She's getting married soon, and she wants me to fix her wedding website. She never says please, just sends demands. Add a photo gallery, fix the RSVP form, update the venue details. I set it up for her months ago because she begged, said I was the only one who could do it right. Now she acts like I work for her. I start slowing down, telling her I'm swamped. She gets mad, says she'll hire someone else. I say, go ahead. She doesn't, calls Mom instead, whining. Mom texts me, why are you making this hard for your sister? It's her big day. I tell her I've got my own life. She sighs through the phone, says, family helps family. Ethan, Dad's no better. He's got this old phone I set up years ago, contacts, calendar, email, all synced. Now it's glitching, and he's texting me nonstop. Fix this. I'm missing meetings. I tell him to call his provider. He says, you're the tech guy, handle it. I leave him on read. It's not just the ladder, or the website, or the phone. I'm starting to see how much they rely on me for the little things they don't understand. I'm the one who hooked up their Wi-Fi, set up their streaming accounts, reset their passwords when they locked themselves out. They act like it's nothing, but it's hours of my time, and I know where everything's connected. I decide to test the waters. I text the group chat, cleaning out my storage. Want Dad's old tools or ladder? Pick them up this week, or they're gone. Travis says, just bring them to my place. I'll Venmo you gas. I say, come get them. He pushes back, calls me lazy. Dad jumps in, says I'm stirring trouble. I say, you left this stuff with me for years. Not my job to deliver. Lauren's website starts bugging out. She messed with the settings, and now the RSVP form's broken. She texts me in all caps. Fix this now. I say, I'll get to it when I can. She says I'm ruining her wedding. I send a shrug emoji. She calls, screaming. I let it go to voicemail. One night, Lauren shows up at my apartment, pounding on the door. I open it, and she's yelling, saying I'm sabotaging her wedding on purpose. I tell her to calm down and leave. She tries to barge in. I block the door. She shoves me, says I'm pathetic. I push her back gently, just enough to get her off my porch. She screams, "You're done, Ethan," and storms off, slamming her car doors so hard I'm surprised it doesn't break. Dad calls later, going off about respect and family loyalty. I cut him off, say, I'm done being your errand boy, and hang up. Travis texts, you're acting like a kid. I don't respond. I start thinking about all the ways I've propped them up, Wi-Fi passwords, account logins, subscriptions I set up and even paid for sometimes. They don't realize how much they need me because they've always treated me like the family screw-up. I'm not planning anything big yet, but I'm keeping track, saving every text, every voicemail. If they want to keep treating me like this, they're going to find out what happens when I'm not there to fix their messes. I'm starting to feel like I've got some power here, and they don't even know it. Things are about to get real interesting. I'm Ethan, still 29, and it's been about a year and 9 months since my house went up in flames. I've got my own place now, a small apartment that's mine and mine alone. My family's still out there, acting like I'm their personal tech support or errand boy, but I'm done playing along. The more I step back, the clearer it gets. They need me way more than they'll ever admit. They've spent years treating me like the family failure, laughing at my burned-out house. But now I'm starting to turn the tables. I'm not just saying no anymore. I'm pulling the plug on everything I've done for them. Let's see how they handle it. My dad, Ray, thinks he runs the show, always barking orders like he's some big-shot CEO. My brother, Travis, is his echo, strutting around like he's never made a mistake. My sister, Lauren, hides her claws behind a smile, but she's always ready to stab you in the back. Mom, Diane, plays the peacemaker, but her, you should know better, sighs cut deep. They've never liked that I don't follow their rules, won't slave away on Dad's projects, won't hype up Travis's schemes, won't run errands for Lauren. That's why they've always made me the butt of their jokes. The fire just gave them a bigger stage. After Lauren's blow up at my apartment, things get quiet for a week or two, but it's like they're regrouping. Travis texts me again about that ladder, says he needs it for a roofing job. I tell him it's still in my storage, but he's got to pick it up. He says, can't you just drop it off? I'm slammed. I say, nope, I'm busy too. He sends a long rant about how I'm holding grudges and making everything harder. I don't bite, just save the text. Lauren's back at it with her wedding website, texting me nonstop about broken links and missing photos. I tell her I'll look at it later. She says, you're seriously letting me down, Ethan. I say, get someone else to do it. She doesn't, just keeps nagging. Dad's still on me about his phone. He's missing emails, his calendar's a mess, and he's blaming me like I broke it. I tell him, call support. I'm not your IT guy. He says, you set this up, you fix it. I stop replying. It's not just these things, it's everything. I'm the one who set up their Wi-Fi routers, linked their streaming services, even organized their family photo drive. They act like it's no big deal, but I know how lost they'd be without it. I start thinking, what if I just stopped? Not just ignored them, but took away all the stuff I've been holding together? I make my move. I text the group chat. Last chance for Dad's old tools and ladder. Pick them up by Friday, or I'm selling them. Travis says, stop being a jerk. Just bring them over. I say, you've got till Friday. Dad chimes in, says I'm disrespectful. I say, you left this junk with me for years. Come get it, or it's gone. No one shows. Friday night, I list the tools and ladder on a local buy-sell group. Sell the whole lot for $75. Travis calls when he finds out, yelling about how I stole from the family. I say, you had your chance. He hangs up, and I save the voicemail. Lauren's website is still a mess. She keeps changing things and breaking it. She texts me, this is your fault, fix it. I say, not my problem anymore. She says I'm ruining her wedding, and she'll never forgive me. I send a thumbs up emoji. Then I go bigger. I log into every account I've got admin access to, their Wi-Fi, their streaming services, their shared cloud storage. I remove myself as admin, change the passwords, and text them, set up your own accounts from now on. I cancel the family subscriptions I've been paying for, like the music app we all used. I factory reset the Wi-Fi router I installed at Dad's house, text them the new login, and walk away. The fallout's immediate. Lauren's wedding website crashes completely, her guest list and registry are gone. She's texting me like crazy, begging, then threatening. I block her. Dad's phone is useless now. He can't access his emails or schedule. He leaves voicemails saying I'm destroying the family. Travis is stuck. No Wi-Fi at his place, no music app for his workouts, and his roofing job's delayed because he didn't get the ladder. He posts in the group chat, calling me out, saying I'm petty and jealous. Mom texts, says I'm causing too much drama and should just apologize. I don't reply. I run into Travis at a coffee shop a few days later. He corners me, says, you think this is funny? Fix it, or we're done. I say, you made your bed, sleep in it. He shoves me, not hard, but enough to make a scene. I push him back and say, back off, man. He glares, calls me a loser, and storms out. Lauren's boyfriend starts texting me, asking me to be reasonable. I ignore him. Mom calls, says, this isn't you, Ethan. Fix it for your sister's sake. I say, they've been kicking me for years. I'm done. She hangs up. It's not about the tech or the tools, it's about them thinking I'm nothing while leaning on me for everything. They're scrambling now, and it's only the beginning. I've got all their messages saved, every jab, every demand. They're about to see what life's like without me holding it all together. I'm not backing down, and they're not ready for what's next. I'm Ethan, 29, and it's been almost 2 years since my house burned down. I've cut my family off from all the tech and favors I used to do for them, and now they're feeling the heat. They've spent years treating me like the family joke, laughing at my burned-out house, jabbing at me with memes, acting like I'm nothing. But I'm not nothing. I'm the one who kept their Wi-Fi running, their accounts working, their lives organized. Now that I've pulled the plug, they're scrambling, and I'm just watching the storm break. This is where it gets messy. My dad, Ray, loves to act like he's untouchable, but he's lost without his phone set up. My brother, Travis, thinks he's Mr. Perfect, but he's stuck without his tools or Wi-Fi. My sister, Lauren, plays nice until it suits her to twist the knife. Mom, Diane, tries to guilt me into fixing everything, but I'm done with her be the bigger person routine. They've always hated that I don't play their game, won't work for Dad's ego projects, won't cheer for Travis's hustles, won't bow to Lauren's demands. The fire gave them a reason to double down, but now I'm hitting back. The group chat's a war zone. Lauren's wedding is in chaos, her website's down, her RSVPs are gone, and her guests are blowing up her phone. She's sending me texts, alternating between begging and cursing. Ethan, please, just fix it. Then, you're a selfish jerk. I don't respond. Dad's leaving voicemails, saying he's missing work deadlines because his email and calendar are shot. He says, you're tearing this family apart. Travis is whining about his roofing job. He can't finish it without the ladder I sold, and his Wi-Fi's still down, so he's working from coffee shops. He posts in the chat, Ethan's out here playing games while we're suffering. Mom adds, this isn't how we raised you. I'm at my apartment, sipping coffee, scrolling through their messages. It's almost funny how fast they're falling apart. I don't feel bad, not after they stood in front of my burning house, laughing, taking selfies. Lauren's boyfriend calls, says, man, just help her out. This is her wedding. I say, she should have thought of that before she made my life a punchline. He sighs and hangs up. Travis tries a different angle, texts me, let's talk, no drama, just fix the Wi-Fi. I say, figure it out yourself. He calls me a coward. I say the text. Then Mom shows up at my place. She's knocking, saying, Ethan, open the door, we need to sort this out. I let her in, but I'm not budging. She sits on my couch, says, your sister's wedding is falling apart. Your dad's business is hurting. Travis can't work. Why are you doing this? I say, they did this, Mom. They laughed when my house burned. They've been kicking me for years. She shakes her head, says, that was a mistake, but this is too far. I say, I'm done cleaning up their messes. She tries to hug me. I step back. She leaves, looking like I just broke her heart, but I'm not falling for it. A few days later, Travis pulls up to my apartment, banging on the door like he's the cops. I open it, and he's red in the face, yelling, you think you're tough, screwing us over? Fix this now. I say, get off my property. He steps forward, shoves me. I shove him back, harder, and he stumbles. He swings at me, misses, and I grab his arm, twisted just enough to make him back off. He yells, you're dead to me, and storms to his car, peeling out. I'm shaking, but I'm not scared, just done. Lauren's friends start messaging me, saying I'm ruining her big day. One of them posts online, calling me out without naming me. I ignore it. Dad's business contacts even reach out, asking if I can help Ray with his tech issues. I don't reply. The group chat's a mess of all caps messages. Ethan, pick up. You're destroying everything. I mute it and go back to my life. They're learning what it's like when I'm not there to bail them out, and it's only gonna get louder from here. I've got all their texts, voicemails, everything saved. They're not ready for what's coming next. I'm Ethan, still 29, and it's been a wild couple of weeks since I cut my family off from all the tech and favors I used to handle. My house burned down 2 years ago, and they laughed in my face, so I'm not exactly crying over their current mess. I'm the one who kept their lives running, Wi-Fi, accounts, subscriptions, you name it. Now that I've yanked that out from under them, they're falling apart, and it's hitting harder than I expected. They're not just annoyed, they're desperate, and I'm sitting back, watching it unfold. Dad, Ray, is a control freak who's useless without his phone set up. Travis, my brother, acts like he's got it all together, but he's flailing without his tools or internet. Lauren, my sister, plays the victim while she's scheming. Mom, Diane, keeps trying to guilt me into fixing it all, but I'm not buying her act anymore. They've always treated me like the family loser because I didn't join their hustle, Dad's projects, Travis's deals, Lauren's errands. The fire was just their excuse to pile on, but now I'm showing them what happens when I'm done. My phone's blowing up, texts, calls, voicemails, even messages from people I barely know. The group chat's a dumpster fire. Lauren's wedding is a disaster, her website's toast, her guest list's gone, and her vendors are bailing because they can't reach her. She's leaving voicemails, sobbing 1 minute, screaming the next. Ethan, you're ruining my life. Fix it. Dad's business is tanking, his clients are pissed because he's missing meetings, and his email's locked. He texts, call me now, this is your fault. Travis can't work his roofing job, and his Wi-Fi's still down, so he's begging. Just give me the password, man. Mom's sending long messages about family unity and how I'm breaking her heart. I'm at my apartment, eating takeout, scrolling through their chaos. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion. I don't answer anyone. Lauren's boyfriend tries calling, says, come on, man, just help her out. This is bigger than your grudge. I say she made her choices. Deal with it. He hangs up, frustrated. Travis posts online, vague posting about family betrayals. I screenshot it. Dad's work buddy emails me, asking if I can sort out Ray's tech issues. I don't respond. Even Mom's neighbor texts, saying, can you help Diane with her phone? I block her. Then Lauren shows up at my place again. She's crying, banging on the door, saying, Ethan, please, I'm begging you. My wedding's falling apart. I open the door a crack, say, you laughed when my house burned. Why should I care? She sobs, says, I'm sorry, okay? Just fix it. I say, sorry's not enough. Figure it out. She tries to push past me. I block her. She yells, you're heartless, and leaves, slamming her car door. I'm not moved, she's only sorry because she's stuck. A few days later, I see Travis at the grocery store. He blocks my path, says, you're killing us, man. Just fix the Wi-Fi and Dad's phone. I say, you had your chance to be family. You chose selfies at my fire. He grabs my cart, tries to intimidate me. I step forward, say, back off, or we're gonna have a problem. He lets go, mutters, you're pathetic, and walks away. I'm not shaken, just pissed. They're acting like I'm the bad guy, but they built this mess. The group chat's nonstop now, pleading, yelling, blaming. Lauren's friends are messaging me, saying I'm cruel for ruining her wedding. Dad's clients are calling, thinking I'm his assistant. Travis's girlfriend posts a story about toxic family, tagging me. I reply with a shrug emoji and block her. Mom calls, leaves a voicemail. Ethan, this isn't you. We're family. Fix it. I delete it. They're drowning, and I'm not throwing them a rope. I've got every text, every call logged. They're about to see how much they took me for granted, and I'm not done yet. I'm Ethan, 29, and it's been 2 years since my house burned down. I've shut my family out. No more tech support, no more favors, no more cleaning up their messes. They laughed at me when my life went up in flames, so I'm letting them deal with their own chaos now. I was the one keeping their Wi-Fi on, their accounts running, their lives in order, and they never gave me a shred of respect. Now they're desperate, and it's almost too easy to watch them fall apart. They're begging, fighting, trying everything to pull me back in, but I'm standing my ground. Dad, Ray, is a mess without his phone and email. Travis, my brother, is stuck without his tools or internet, acting like I owe him. Lauren, my sister, is in full meltdown over her wedding disaster. Mom, Diane, keeps playing the guilt card, but I'm not buying it. They've always seen me as the weak link because I didn't play their game. Dad's control trips, Travis's hustles, Lauren's manipulations. The fire was their chance to bury me, but I'm not staying down. My phone's a war zone, hundreds of notifications, calls, texts, voicemails. The group chat's unreadable, just a wall of panic. Lauren's wedding is days away, and it's a train wreck. Her website's dead, her vendors are dropping, her guests are lost. She's calling nonstop, leaving messages. Ethan, I'm sorry, I'll do anything, just fix it. Dad's business is crumbling, he's lost clients, missed deadlines, and his phone's still useless. He texts, you've gone too far. Call me now. Travis is raging, saying I sabotaged his job because he can't get online or finish his roofing gig. He posts in the chat, Ethan's a traitor, period. Mom's voicemails are softer but pointed. You're hurting everyone. Ethan, this isn't right. I'm at home, eating cereal, laughing at how fast it's all unraveling. I don't answer anyone. Lauren's boyfriend shows up at my apartment, looking tired. He says, man, just fix the website. She's a wreck. I say she laughed at my house fire. She's on her own. He shakes his head, says, you're cold, man, and leaves. Travis's girlfriend messages me, saying I'm destroying the family. I block her. Dad's work buddy calls, begging me to help Ray. I hang up. Even Mom's church friend texts, asking if I can sort out Diane's phone. I ignore it. Then Dad shows up. He's pounding on my door, yelling, Ethan, open up. We're settling this now. I let him in, but I'm not backing down. He's pacing, says, you've ruined my business, your sister's wedding, everything. Fix it, or you're no son of mine. I say, you laughed when my house burned. You're no father. He freezes, then says, you're ungrateful, always have been. I point at the door, say, get out. He slams it so hard the frame shakes. Lauren tries a new tactic. She sends a long apology text, admitting she was wrong about the fire, saying she's learned her lesson. I don't buy it. I reply, too late. She calls, crying, but I don't pick up. Travis pulls up to my place again, this time with a buddy, trying to look tough. I step outside. Say, you want to start something? Go for it. They back off, but Travis yells, you're gonna regret this. I shrug and go inside. The group chat's a mess of blame. Lauren's blaming Dad. Travis is blaming me. Mom's begging everyone to stop. I'm not budging. They're learning what life's like without me, and it's not pretty. I've got every message, every call saved, proof of who they really are. They're desperate, but I'm not their savior. They lit the match years ago. I'm just letting it burn. One more chapter to this mess, and it's gonna end on my terms. I'm Ethan, 29, and it's been exactly 2 years since my house burned down. My family's in full meltdown mode now, begging me to fix the chaos I left them in. I was the one keeping their tech running, their lives organized, and they repaid me by laughing at my lowest moment. I've cut them off. No more Wi-Fi, no more accounts, no more favors. They're drowning, and I'm finally free. This is the end of the story, where I walk away on my terms, and they learn what it means to lose me for good. Dad, Ray, is a wreck without his business tools. Travis, my brother, is stuck, acting like I betrayed him. Lauren, my sister, is watching her wedding implode. Mom, Diane, keeps trying to pull me back with guilt, but I'm done. They've always treated me like the family screw-up because I didn't play along, didn't work for Dad's ego, didn't hype Travis's schemes, didn't bow to Lauren's demands. The fire was their chance to kick me harder, but I'm not their punching bag anymore. My phone's still buzzing calls, texts, voicemails, even messages from random cousins and family friends. The group chat's a graveyard of desperation. Lauren's wedding day comes and goes, a total disaster. Half the guests don't show, the vendors bail, and her social media is full of vague posts about disappointments. She's calling me, leaving voicemails. Ethan, you've destroyed everything. Please, I'm sorry. Dad's business has lost major clients. He's texting. You happy now? You've ruined me. Travis is out of work. His roofing job canceled because he couldn't deliver. He posts, some people burn bridges and laugh. Mom's messages are quieter. Ethan, we're family. Don't do this. I'm at my apartment, sipping coffee, feeling lighter than I have in years. I don't respond to anyone. Lauren's boyfriend tries one last time, shows up at my place, says, she's broken, man. Just fix the website. I say, she broke herself. I'm done. He leaves, shaking his head. Travis's buddy messages me, saying I'm heartless. I block him. Dad's clients keep calling, thinking I'm his tech guy. I ignore them. Mom's church group even reaches out, asking me to help Diane. I don't. Then Mom shows up one last time. She's at my door, eyes red, saying, Ethan, you've made your point. Let's fix this. I say, you stood by while they laughed at my fire. There's nothing to fix. She cries, says, you're my son. I love you. I say, love doesn't look like that. She hugs me. I don't hug back. She leaves, and I know it's the last time I'll see her for a while. A week later, I see Travis at a gas station. He walks up, says, you win, okay? Just fix the Wi-Fi. I laugh, say, you don't get it. I'm not playing your game anymore. He grabs my arm. I pull away, say, touch me again, and we're done for good. He backs off, mutters, you're nothing, and drives away. I'm not shaken, just free. The calls slow down. The texts stop. The group chat goes quiet. I hear through a cousin that Lauren's wedding was a bust, and she's blaming everyone but herself. Dad's business is limping along, but he's lost his edge. Travis is scrambling for work, and Mom's just tired. They're not my problem anymore. I've got my apartment, my job, my life. I'm not rich or famous, but I'm not their doormat either. I've still got every text, every voicemail, reminders of why I walked away. If you've ever been the family scapegoat, the one they kick to feel better, you get this. I didn't win some big prize, but I won my freedom. They're still out there, probably cursing my name, but I'm living for me now. I'm done with their fire, and I'm not looking back. Thanks for sticking with my story. It's not a fairy tale, but it's mine, and I'm good with that.